Let's get this show on the road. June Coliseum Finals, Game 1. Yin versus Nick Cool on side by side.
Mav hasn't changed his deck since the dinosaurs.
To be fair, Mav does never change his deck. Okay, here we go. We have Yin, we have Nick Cool, we have Nukin. We are ready to start. So
Are we doing betting on individual?
We're going to do betting. The payout will be 100%. So we'll start the betting and then we'll start the game.
What's the max?
The max is bet 1 to 100. Because it's 100% payout, we'll do 1 to 100 to start. Maybe we'll increase it. If we have like a tiebreaker, we'll definitely increase it. If people want me to increase it, we'll increase it. But for now, we'll start with just 100 points max.
All right.
All right, let's start the match. So we've got a Nod Mirror, Oksana versus Jade. I think we can safely assume that means there's going to be Chemical Warriors or Chemical Buggy on at least one side of the field.
Yeah, so it's interesting that they both brought Nod. Let's see what the decks are. Oh, we have there's some emails from Nicholas. We have the Scavengers, the newest unit that's come to the game, being played by Yin, but no Scavengers on Nick Cool's side. Yeah, Scavengers are pretty strong, and actually, I think you even considered banning them potentially because of the way they were released.
Yeah, I believe that the state they were released in is overtuned, and they're definitely going to get nerfed. I asked the players if they wanted to ban them, and the vote came back that no, they wanted to have them in the game, so here they are.
Yep. So for anyone watching that doesn't know, Scavengers, as long as they're adjacent to a unit dying, even if it's the enemy or your own allied units, they're going to get 10 Tiberium, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you get 2 or 3 Scavengers next to dying units adjacent, it adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, and as you see right there, the first 10 from his own Scavengers dying, 20 from that Chemical Buggy, and another 10 from killing the Bike Squadron. I will say that Yin's had a really slow start here. I don't know what was going on. His Harvester went to the wrong place, it looked like, and then he moved it, but then it AFK'd for a while. Despite that, the Scavengers have made enough money that he's not even that far behind in cash.
Yeah. The missile's going down, and actually he's not in position. Nicholas has both pads. I would say normally in a position like that, this looks like he's lagging, but they're both on the server that they should be playing on the Asian server. So I'm not sure. Maybe his device is like overheating or something.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like pretty bad lag for Yin. I don't know if maybe they're having issues because of the host. Perhaps we should have one of them host the game when it's an Asia server.
Yeah, potentially that might be better. So Yin does rebuild his Harvester. Both players maintaining one Harvester, and I mean, because of the Scavengers though, he's actually kind of kept up his economy. And here comes the next missile, so let's see what happens here. We have control of the top pad so far by Yin. Nick has the bottom pad. Nick is blocked off. Sneaks onto the top pad. That should secure the missile.
Yeah, and Nick takes a pretty comfortable 2-0 win at the start there.
Continues to spam the BM emotes. I feel like that's psychological warfare.
See what they both brought. So, both playing Oksana Nod. Alarak will for sure be playing Fnatic Aggro. That's his favorite deck. Interested to see what Mav brings though. Mav is a bit of a wild card. He brings crazy stuff. And as predicted, Alarak is playing Fnatic Aggro. And Mav is playing Scavenger and Mutant Marauder with his weird air build. I'm not a big fan of this deck, honestly.
I'm a fan of Venoms. I I think I haven't tried the scavengers too much. I just recently started cloning them a day or two ago. I was a little hesitant because of them potentially being nerfed, but I'm going ahead and doing it anyway now. Even if they get nerfed, I think I still like their sort of mechanic. I've been trying them with venoms. I've been trying them with wheels. I'm not sure what's better. I will say this: venoms just absolutely destroy fanatics.
Yeah, fanatics are really weak to air. That's like their biggest problem.
Yeah, so
a really nice bike micro, just absolutely.
This is good for Mav here. Like maybe on the ladder you want to bring wheels, but I think Venom's gonna be pretty good here. Here comes the missile though. Mav is gonna lose this one. Really not much going on there. He boosts the Venom. Actually takes out a bike.
Yeah, the boosted Venom killed that bike really quickly.
Yeah, it's not every day that you see a Venom kill off a bike. I'm not sure, if he's going to be able to try to recover here. He really just needs to just get all his units grouped up, and they're just too separate. Scavengers need to be adjacent to your units, kind of like when you're using like Liang drone, right?
Yeah. You
just kind of want to group up your units so you can maximize all the value. And you can look at Alaric's Tiberium, over 200 almost. Yeah. Typically when you're playing scavengers, it would be, the roles would be flipped.
The problem is that fanatics, you need to have like infantry to fight fanatics, because if you try and fight them with something like Venom, which Mav is doing, all that happens is you kill the fanatic, boost the bikes that are standing next to fanatic, and your Venom gets shredded. And that's basically what we're seeing happen over and over, is the unit that's trying to kill the fanatics is boosting the nearby unit that kills it, and it's just getting wrecked by the boost.
This Lark has a Phantom in his deck, and the missile's going down. It's hunting the Venom, takes out the Venom.
Pretty dominant.
This is going to be pretty easy. All three pads.
Pretty dominant from Alaric. Yeah.
And Mav had a Marauder just chilling down there.
Okay,
I think Alaric is primed and ready, and Mav needs to warm up some more.
There we go. Another Nod Mirror.
Oksana.
Another Oksana.
We haven't seen Seth yet, right?
I think we've only seen Nod Oksana so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yin brings a Scavenger Inferno deck, and Mav is playing Tick Tanks.
Yep.
Mav is a weird guy.
Is a different deck that we saw Mav running the other game, so no air this time. I don't think Tick Tanks are going to be quite helpful against Yin's Infernos. He doesn't really have a lot of vehicles either. He has wheels, bikes, and S-Tanks.
Tick Tank is quite beefy when it's burrowed. I think it can survive Inferno shots reasonably well, but we'll have to wait and see. It's obviously not going to be fantastic for him. I think you still don't want to use a Tick Tank against a bomber, but yeah, being able to stand there for a long time is useful. Mav is making a lot of money off of this Scavenger.
Yeah, he got the Scavenger out before Yin did, which is probably what you want to do, honestly.
Stealth Tank to counter a Buggy is pretty aggressive.
S-Tank and Tick Tank.
Stealth Tank can one-shot Tick Tank while it's moving, but once it burrows, yeah, Stealth Tank is not great against it.
Mav really didn't want it to get one-shot, so he boosted the Tick Tank down. And here comes the missile.
Mav's got pretty good control here. I don't know if Yin can get back on the pad in time.
Yep.
He doesn't. It's a pretty easy missile for Mav.
Interesting.
And these Scavengers are really struggling against the burrowed Tick Tank.
Yeah. I mean, they're stronger than lasers, but they're not going to take out a Tick Tank relatively quickly.
Here comes a Marauder for no reason. He's instantly going to get bombed.
I think he wanted to reveal... Oh, the Marauder goes down. I think he wanted to try to reveal the S-Tank and take it out, maybe. This Inferno is getting a lot of value for Yin.
Yeah, but it just doesn't push him onto the pads is the problem. Like he's killing a lot of stuff, but it doesn't matter because Mav can afford to replace it so easily.
Right. And it's almost... Oh, it gets a new Inferno. This next missile is going down. Boosts the Inferno, takes out the Tick Tank.
Wow. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good for Yin.
Tick Tank
is
is burrowing onto the pad. Is he gonna move the Tick Tank?
I don't see Yin getting back on this pad. I think that's game. I think Mav takes it.
Yep.
Alright. Congratulations to Mav Mitchell. The Tick Tanks were actually pretty good in that game. Like, they were surprisingly useful there. Alright, here we go. The reigning champion taking on Nick Cool.
Nick bet on SRPSS winning.
Ridiculous.
Sounds like SRPSS
wow.
is favored to win here.
There are 10 bets for SRPSS and 0 for Nick Cool.
Yeah.
Crazy. Mav is the only person who's bet on Nick Cool.
So, you were talking about Borka, and guess what?
Yeah, there it is. SRPSS's signature unit, the Borka. SRPSS does love the Borka. So he's playing the, like, what I would call the most, like, this is basically the most stock Borka deck. You can play Talon or Drone, but it's a pretty stock Borka deck. And Nick Cool is playing, it looks like the same deck Yin was playing, like a Scavenger Inferno deck.
Yeah, Scavenger Inferno is pretty good. I think they wanted Scavengers to, like, help out tech players, but what it's really done, I don't know if you classified Inferno as tech. I don't. It's, like, almost tech.
Yeah, it's not tech.
What it's really done is just basically allowed you to get expensive air tower units and war factory units, pretty much.
My experience of it has been that I can get artillery out in under 1 minute.
Yeah, potentially that as well. Against some players that are a little bit unexperienced with placing against scavengers. There is actually a technique to fighting them.
Yeah, I believe the technique of fighting them is just to not kill not fight the opponent's units. That's pretty much all you can do.
No, you have. Anyways, well, hold on. We'll talk about it in a second. Let's see what happens this missile. Nick Cole gets on a pad. And SRPSS has all 3 pads. Nick Cole takes out a Talon. Here comes a Borka. Boosted wheels from Nick. That's not going to do anything.
Oh, he pulls off the pad. Could cost him.
Oh, he takes out the S-Tank!
Jesus, that was a back and forth one.
That could have actually been a way longer missile if the S-Tank took out the Borka.
Yeah. If the S-Tank took out the Borka, it would have gone the other way and Nick would have taken it.
Yeah. Here comes a boosted Borka. Gonna take out a Scavenger. And there's no Scavengers near the Scavengers dying, so they're not being reimbursed as well. So we were talking about Scavengers and how to play against them. So the trick that I'm finding is basically you want to push the Scavengers back while simultaneously finishing off the units before they can get it back into the adjacent region, or by physically blocking them with other units. It's hard to do at the very beginning of the game, but as the game prolongs and you build up more of an army and an economy size, it becomes more easier to do.
I would say that if you are capable of killing Scavengers without your opponent getting value, that's your opponent playing badly rather than you playing well. Like,
really?
Yeah, having played Scavengers, I think that you just need to position them well and you will always get value out of them.
Well, no one's as good as me, so I don't know. I haven't really played with Scavengers yet. That too much.
Alright, SRPSS wins 2-0.
I think there's a minimum of 10 and a max of 100, right?
Yeah. The maximum bet is 100, everyone.
So Kenny should bet more than 3, and Jay should bet less than 199.
Yeah. Well, the minimum bet is 1. You can bet 3 if you want.
Oh, it's 1? Okay.
Alright, here we go. Mav versus SRPSS. SRPSS now on Nod, playing his Mutant Marauder Chuggy deck. In fact, both players playing Mutant Marauder Chuggy. Very similar decks. Mav Mitchell is actually playing the original Chuggy Mutant Marauder deck, but with Scavengers instead of lasers. SRPSS is playing his take on it, because he always prefers wheels to militants. And then he's added Banshee in instead of the bikes, which is interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different variants, and I think no matter which variant you're playing, I think playing the variant that you feel most comfortable with is always going to be better than whatever is potentially the best variant, I would say.
The Mav has gotten quite a lot of value out of his 2 scavengers already. He's already made 30 back from those 2 scavengers. So effectively only paid 30 for 2 scavenger squads. SRPSS, pretty far behind in economy now. Mav has significantly more on the field. Boosted Marauders are going to make short work of this Chem Buggy. Don't quite finish it off. And he tries to chase. I think the trying to chase is probably a mistake.
Yeah. A Diamond Elephant might kill the Chem Buggy? Nope, it doesn't. Here comes another Chem Buggy. For this missile, I think SRPSS is going to take it. No, doesn't block the Scavenger, so the Scavenger gets onto the pad.
Mav finally notices his bike isn't in the right place, moves onto the pad.
Yeah,
and that's going to be missile for Mav.
The Harvester.
I mean, I like
Mav
that.
takes the missile.
I think you're not gonna kill those wheels. It's not gonna be relevant, so you might as well get more damage on the Harvester.
Harvester still doesn't go down. It has like 1 HP. If you're Mav here, do you just try to like sacrifice a unit for it?
No, at some point during the game you'll get a chance to go at it again, and that's when you kill it. There's no point like throwing stuff at it. You don't need it that badly. Like that, exactly that. At some point you're gonna get there, so you should wait. I feel like SRPSS is making way too many Chem Buggies.
Yeah.
It's really like just losing to bikes more than anything else.
Yeah, he also needs to figure out a way to stop the Scavengers potentially from collecting their bounties. Standing on the poison cloud is one of the easiest ways to get the bounty. Here comes the next missile. Mav's in position, has 2 of the pads. Wow.
Completely dominant from Mav.
Yeah, Mav. This was a different Mav this game, I feel like, compared to like maybe the Rorschach Mav. Guess Mav is warmed up now. That was like almost legendary.
Okay, so yeah, rip points if you guys bet on SRPSS.
Legendary Mav. Yeah. Why couldn't you win when I bet on you?
Okay, Mav wins 2-0. This sorry, it's the second time we're seeing GDI. Alarak is going to be playing Fnatic aggro again.
I have a feeling I know what this deck is. Let's see if I'm right. Mohawk? No.
Sniper deck. Oh, I like this. I like this from Yin.
I don't like this at all. Snipers are try-hard units. Okay. I guess you should try hard, though.
This is literally a tournament final, so if you're not going to try hard now, then when the fuck are you trying hard?
But if you play snipers on the ladder, then you're at uber try hard, though.
I think if you're playing snipers on the ladder, yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of effort to win with snipers.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think snipers are a really good choice because Fanatics are very weak to snipers. They're very expensive for how much life for how much they cost. They're very expensive how little hit points they have, is what I'm trying to say. So a sniper volley will take out, it's like 2 sniper volleys to kill the whole squad, the same as a militant squad, but they cost 3 times as much. So it's a really good way to clean them up. Okay, so Alarak takes an early lead here. He gets 1 shot on the Predator tank. In a tank mirror like this, what you're trying to do is whittle down the opponent's dog/wheel squad whilst not taking shots on your tank.
Yep.
So Alarak gets a little bit of a lead.
Yeah. JJ comes out, Fanatics come out, snipers come out. Here comes the missile.
These snipers are going to be big. The question is, can Yin actually push into the middle in time?
I think he can.
I don't know if he can.
This Fanatics gonna double boost the tanks.
Yeah, he's blocked off here in these tanks. Well, the jump jets can always get on. The jump jets can always get on.
He built another tank though. This is not good for Alarak. I mean, he boosts the Fanatic, takes out the snipe. Ooh. JJ goes down. And that turret just isn't doing anything.
Yeah, I gotta say, I strong dislike that Yin chose to play Strong Arm on this map. Strong Arm is very, very bad on this map. It's almost impossible to place good turrets. Really not a fan of Strong Arm. I would have really preferred to see almost any other commander. I think Strong Arm is just not good on this map. Like, I would have preferred to see Jackson. Jackson boosted snipers and Jackson boosted predators are both very good, and Jackson boosted jump jets are all very good. And Strong Arm is just not good on this map, so...
Liang could work as well.
Yeah, even Liang would have been better. Like, I just think Strong Arm is absolutely the worst choice. Even Solomon, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe Solomon is so bad that Solomon is still the worst choice. But, yeah. Any commander would be better. As you can see, now that Yin has set up this combo of jump jets with snipers behind, it's really difficult for Alarak to push into them. Because Alarak's only air unit is a Phantom, and he can't push Fanatics into snipers. Yeah, I mean, this This, I think, this is... I gotta say, this is... I absolutely love Yin's choice of deck. I don't like Strong Arm, but I love everything else he's chosen to play. And I think this is something people don't do enough in Coliseum. Finals, at least. If you saw that, the jump jet was shooting, and then the snipers were finishing off the bike. The sniper volley was doing enough for the jump jets to one-shot each bike. Anyway, what I don't see people doing enough in Coliseum is adjusting to what they expect their opponents to bring. And Alarak always plays Fnatic aggro. So bringing snipers is a great choice, because you're bringing a unit that is extremely good against what you know Alarak is going to be bringing. Although having said that, Alarak has just built up a legion of Fanatics and has managed to swarm over Yin's position. Yin needs to reset up as the missile's about to go.
Yep. My Discord just blew up and reconnected. Here comes the... Oh, the next missile's about to go down. That's 2 Fanatics facing off a sniper.
Are just annihilating Yin.
Alarak's in position for this one.
Jesus, that was savage, man. I can't believe Alarak won that one. I
think what happened there is that, like, yes, snipers do counter the Fanatics well, but they take so long to fire that if you just spam so many infantry units, it'll take enough. There's not enough time during the missile sometimes.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I think that just shows. Honestly, I think if anything, the main thing that showed was just how obscene Fanatics are. Because even against snipers, set-up snipers, snipers that are like a good counter to it, he just flooded over them and killed them all easily. Like that was gross.
What Flintstock does.
Good question. I haven't seen any Flintstock bets actually.
Sounds like he's being lazy.
Alright, here we go. Alright, SRPSS does not bring Borka. Wow, he brings a Shatterer Grenadier MG deck.
Yeah.
And Alarak brings Infernos. Alarak is not playing Fnatic aggro. I think maybe he was trying to mix it up so he wasn't too predictable. Which has worked. Weirdly now the Inferno is going to be quite good against what SRPSS is doing, because SRPSS is trying to do a very ground-based MG build.
Yeah, there's only one... Actually, no, I take it back. Missiles attack up.
Yeah, SRPSS's anti-air is pretty weak in this scenario. Like against Infernos, Pitbull is good, but not like backbreaking.
All you have, I mean, missiles. You don't want to fight Infernos with missiles, so it's really going to be Pitbulls are all he has to fight Infernos. And once there's like a critical mass of Infernos, you just lose.
Yeah, and like this MG, which is very good on this map, is just not good against Inferno.
What does he want to do with this Inferno? Hit the MG or the Pitbull?
I think you want to hit the MG.
I think he's trying to hit the Pitbull.
Yeah, it looks like it, but I think he should just have shot the MG ages ago and got it over with.
Yeah. Yeah. That delay is going to cost him the missile.
Yeah, because now he can't reload his Inferno in time.
That might be okay.
He's not making enough other units. Like he needs to. You can't just make Infernos. You're supposed to support them with like Scorpions and stuff.
Well, he does have 2 Harvesters though, so.
Yeah, but it's not about how much money you have. It's just simply about Infernos don't do enough. You can't just make Infernos. You do have to support them with other units.
If you get a critical mass, you actually can. It's kind of like Borka spam.
Right. Well, I think both of those things are beatable with good Pitbull micro.
So far, we're not seeing that.
No,
so
we are
it's
not.
working.
But we are also seeing a missile in SRPSS's favor. So. Wow, gets the double. Kill.
Yeah, this is the Inferno spam, and now we have a tank to support the Infernos to fight off these Pitbulls or back them up at least. MG goes down.
Kills his own tank.
Yeah.
SRPSS does not seem to have a lot of experience fighting Infernos. I don't think. This is quite a difficult map for it, but it doesn't look like he's...
I would imagine that Alarak's going to take this one. And now we're tied up with the missiles. Basically, he would have to throw to lose this at this point.
Yeah, I think so. SRPSS is going to have to pull something special out if he wants to win.
He's been on double Harv. He has like 400 Tiberium. SRPSS is on 1 Harv. Loses his Harvester. So, literally, all he has to do is put the Harvester to the pad, build a ton of Infernos, and just AFK until the missile goes down.
Yep.
I would actually just let SRPSS potentially kill the Harvester just so you could build another unit.
Yeah.
Here comes the next missile. Oh, Inferno doesn't go. Inferno didn't get that fire. Double
It's another
hit.
double.
That's good. Boosted Inferno coming in. It's the Pitbull. Needs to get onto the pad with the tank.
SRPSS needs to Liang drone. That's the only way he wins this game. He just needs to steal the other missile with Liang drone.
He's still not on the pad. All right.
There it is, but it's too late. Oh, it's too late and he gets double hit again! Oh my god. So many sketchy Inferno double kills there. That was crazy.
Wow. What do you mean by sketchy? You mean like luck?
Like as in yeah, as in like it didn't look like it was necessarily gonna hit there and then like the bomb landed somewhere a little bit off.
Yeah. There's an animal called Eastern Gorilla. That's good to know.
Another Oksana mirror. I'm amazed that no one's been playing Seth. I honestly feel like I know that you can play a more specialized deck when you know the map, but I do feel like sometimes people should just be playing not aggro.
Right.
Especially against like Alarak. Alarak playing like Fnatic aggro quite a lot. His deck is definitely weak to not aggro.
So, Mav is bringing his Tick Tanks again.
Yep.
And Nicholas, I think he's played this Inferno deck already once.
Yeah, this is the deck that Yin has played as well. I think perhaps the two of them have worked together on this deck because it's weird that they're both playing it so much.
I mean, it's nothing really to work on. All they've done is replace lasers with scavengers because this is.
Sure, but I'm saying like the fact they both keep picking it makes me think maybe they've come together and decided this is a good choice of deck.
Oh, that it's the strongest.
Yeah, like it's a strong deck they both like because it's weird that they both keep playing it.
Here comes the missile. Looks like Nick is gonna take this one.
Yeah, Mav's buggy just isn't killing him quickly enough.
Mav, yeah, why did Mav boost the buggy again?
Try and kill off the militants in time to buy him the missile.
Gotcha. I feel like boosted buggy is usually a no-no.
It's fine, I think, but it's not amazing anyway.
Oh, here comes the first Inferno. Also boosted. Takes out the buggy. Backs up.
I'm seeing too many scavengers from Mav, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like you should only be making them if they actually answer units your opponent has. Like they're not just good on, they're not just generically good. They have to still be a useful unit.
Right. Yeah, I think sometimes people have to understand that they're not. It's kind of like how you use fanatics, right? You don't want to use fanatics like militants.
Yep, exactly.
And you don't want to use scavengers like lasers. I'm not 100% of the time. Here comes a boosted Inferno.
I think the problem is more that you do want to use them like lasers, but instead what people keep doing is using them like some kind of super unit that's just going to win the game on its own. It's like, well, it's still just a laser trooper. Like if a laser trooper isn't good, this thing isn't going to be good either.
Yeah, it's not like a Marauder or anything. Or a Cyborg or something.
Alright.
Tick Tank goes down.
Mav goes in with the Tick Tank.
That's the Inferno.
Survives the Inferno shot. Is he going to live long enough? Oh, not quite. That would have been insane.
This is looking not good actually for Nicole. Potentially.
You mean Mav?
Never mind.
It's looking very bad for Mav.
Yeah, tides have turned.
This looks like an easy win for Nick. He's absolutely dominating. Alright, good job, Nick.
That honestly, the fire won him that missile.
Yes, I agree.
On the ground.
The fire was doing a lot of, like, it wasn't so much that the fire did much, it's more that Mav was forced to play around it repeatedly.
Yeah.
Which cost him in the long run. Okay, so that was left player. Hey, what, man, we've been having pretty even betting so far, like, which is good. Like, people are not sure who's going to win. And honestly, I don't know who's going to win. Like, we keep going into these games, and I'm often surprised by who's winning. Alright, versus Nick, well, another Oksana mirror. This is crazy, man. The amount of Oksana is truly insane.
Yeah, I was thinking that Nick likes Fork. I was thinking he might bring it to this map, but nope.
He's playing the same deck again.
Scavenger Inferno.
I mean, back on Fnatic aggro.
To be fair, I mean, it is a bomber deck. Like Inferno is a bomber. So it's not far off from that.
I feel like it's different though, because the Inferno is better as a bomber on maps like the one we just saw down the middle, where there's like 2 pads so you can cover them in fire. The Borka is better when you want to sweep a larger area, so like open water and this map, for example, a great Borka.
Yeah, and these pads are sort of like elongated too.
One of the things I will say about the Borka is it's a little bit difficult with a Borka on this map to kill your opponent's units and not your own. You kind of just kill everything that's on the pads when you go over them. Whereas something like open water, it's easier to do differently.
This missile's going down, and Nick has all 3 pads. Never mind, Fnatic. Oh! Even though Fnatic took out that wheel, it was just a little bit too slow.
Didn't quite get on the pad in time.
Yeah. So Nick Cole has found himself an advantage here. Now, the funny thing is, you know, Alarak can't really push far into Nick Cole here. So I'm not sure what exactly he's doing right here.
He's attempting to get a double boost on the Harvester, I think.
Yeah.
But this Inferno smells Scorpion blood, and he takes it. Doesn't lose the Inferno. The Inferno lives against a Phantom. That's kind of crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that because of the hit point boost?
Like 1 HP. Here comes the next missile.
Wow, Nick just dominating. Oh, he does manage to get it with the Raider. The Raider kills the Inferno.
Boosted bike goes down. I don't know why
he's not going to kill these things sometimes. Alarak is fighting the wrong units. Oh, it's so close. Alarak is dead. Alarak's so dead. Oh, wow. I mean, you just never know who's going to win these games. It's crazy, man.
Yep.
Like, Alarak has been absolutely dominant tonight, and then Nickel just destroyed him. Who picked the map? That was Alarak. Alarak was home in that game. He chose that map. We were playing on a European server, and he just got absolutely destroyed. Please don't. Oh, dear.
All right, we have Yen versus SRPSS on Hot Zone.
Hot Zone? On the Hot Zone.
Inferno Scavenger once again.
Against Borka.
Borka. And this is Borka with Talons, not just pit bulls, so this is going to be not as bad. I guess SRPSS kind of got taught a lesson from Alark and decided to bring some anti-aircraft.
Yeah, I favor SRPSS on this one. I think the Talons are going to be an absolutely huge deal, and the bets are heavily going towards him.
Well, S-Tanks are pretty good against Talons. If you do the micro trick, 1 volley can kill 2 Talons. So there's that. But it is kind of difficult to get that micro when Borka is just all over the place. So.
All right, so SRPSS goes into air. It looks like it's unclear if he's saving for a Borka or just waiting for PopCap. Goes for the Talon. This is gonna be. I don't think he's gonna have time. He's another Talon right away. He should have saved the boost for the new Talon. Oh, he just about saves it with the 1 missile. Oh yes! SRPSS with the 6.
That was a steal.
That was insane. He saved the top pad with the single rifleman for long enough for the Talon to arrive. Oh my god.
I think you were right though. He probably still should have saved the boost for the
I think so.
Talon. But it worked out anyway. So
it did work out for him.
Yeah, Talons are, you know, they got kind of overshadowed by drone swarms, but they never stopped being, you know, decent. And here comes an Inferno, going to be greeted by a Talon immediately. Inferno gets a shot off on the Predator tank.
Wow, Talons, yeah, Infernos feel quite beefy now. I've taken quite a lot of Talon shots.
Yeah, Inferno goes down. Here comes the second missile. Not in position is Yin.
Oh wow, Yin just got destroyed. Holy crap.
I want to say I don't think Yin is in the zone today. Like the games that he's like, you know, sometimes when you lose games and it's close, like these games have just been kind of a landslide.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's lag or pressure there. Oh, look at this whale with the Jackson skin.
Don't you have that Jackson skin?
Yeah, I do.
Because you're a whale. All right, so very strange decks. Yin playing a very weird deck. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's the weirdest deck I've ever seen. No missile troopers.
Misclick.
His deck has almost no answer to missiles. He actually is like almost. Oh no, sorry, he has rifleman. His deck has like no answer to tanks really. He has to use like Orca on them.
There really isn't a tank.
Yeah, I mean there isn't a tank to worry about because Nick Cool is playing a Borka deck. But yeah, so that's interesting.
I've done this before and it was a misclick, and I wanted to have missile troopers in my deck, but this might not be a misclick. Who knows?
A very odd deck that Yin is playing.
Yeah.
I've got to favor Nick Cool in this one. Yin is going to have a really hard time killing a Borka.
I'm gonna say that it's also gonna favor Nickel because the pads are connected, and also the longer this missile takes to fire, more in favor of Borka, I would imagine. And we're already over a minute, 5 seconds, and it still hasn't fired. So APC goes down.
This is gonna be way too slow.
He's not gonna be able to break the mid section. The first missile took so long that the Borka comes out as well. Yeah.
Borka takes out the APC and the missile troopers inside. Not looking good for Yin. He's got a lot of money, but I think he just doesn't know what to make because his deck doesn't have very good options.
Yeah. Here comes Borka coming back. It has reloaded. And there's no Talons or Hammerheads, so Yin's gonna have to rely on Pitbulls to take out the Borkas, but waiting for those Pitbulls are gonna be JJs and missile squads.
Yin also playing. Yin's playing strong arm on this map again, which I really don't like. This looks like a pretty dominant victory for Nick Cool. I don't see Yin fighting this missile well.
All 3 pads are in control of by Nick. And there we go. Alright, Nick wins. So I wanted to bet on Nick, so can you just like award me points?
Nope.
I accidentally betted on Yin. Rip. Yeah, I know I lost.
That's what it looks like. Here's a picture of the Coliseum trophy. This I believe is Striker's trophy. That's what it looks like.
Striker won?
Yeah, Striker won one of the months. He won March. That was back before we did proper finals. But he's pretty lucky to get this trophy. Yeah, this is what they look like.
Sometimes lucky.
I think they're pretty cool. But yeah, that's what the winner. That's what the winner gets. SRPSS has one as well. Mav has one as well, but I don't know if his has arrived yet.
One day I'll have one of those.
Yeah, man.
If I buy it myself. Let's go. PJZG.
Yep, just waiting for Alarak to come back.
Nah, but I'm gonna get that shit. I wanna come in and crush everyone 1 month, and everyone will think that someone's playing on my account, like my cat.
Did we do payout? We did payouts for the last bet, didn't we? Alright, here's the betting again. Nick Cool currently in the lead at 4-1, but this is Alarak's 5th game, so if he wins this, it's tied up again. Alright, let's begin.
Establishing battlefield control.
Okay, I bet on Alarak.
Alarak? On Hot Zone.
It's a pretty good map for Strong Arm.
Yes, I think this huge fan of Alarak.
This isn't Hot Zone.
No, this is, yeah, I was just saying Hot Zone because I like saying it.
Oh, okay.
Huge fan of Alarak bringing strong arm for this map. This is like the best strong arm map in the game, probably. You can put a strong arm turret down where it can hit 2 pads and block your opponent's units from reaching the middle pad. Pretty much the best. So yeah, big fan of him choosing strong arm for this.
Ironically, it was the map with the war games for GDI.
Yeah.
Here's $10 I was going to give Nukin.
Yeah.
But since he can't figure out how to stream on his $2,000,
you know what?
break,
I really
would
just
like
don't
to
like these
donate
beginning at
the best
the start of these
streamer who
matches
can
with just
actually
like
stream
rifle
without
spam.
broadcasting
I'm
at
not
3
a
frames
fan.
per second.
Unit ready.
Thank you, K-Shush. Excellent message with the donation. Thank you very much.
What did he say?
He said,
Unit lost.
he said, I was going to donate this to Nukin. Where is it? He said, I was going to donate this to Nukin, but since he can't figure out how to stream on his $2,000 brick, I would like to donate it to the best streamer who can actually stream without broadcasting at 3 FPS.
Wow.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Rip.
Rip indeed. Okay, so back to the game. Mav is playing the Beef Wall. This is like a classic Beef Wall deck. I like this deck a lot.
Unit ready.
This is actually my favorite version of the Beef Wall deck. I prefer this to Wheels. I prefer Militants to Wheels in this deck. Alarak is playing a 2/2/2 GDI. The only thing I really like about I like the deck a medium amount. I really like Strong Arm. I think it's a misplay not to have brought Borka.
Defense online.
Alark needs to block this Chem Buggy. It's going to kill the missile squad. Mohawk comes out, not in time. Mav takes this first missile.
Yeah, I think Alarak should have brought a Borka, I think, because Borka is so much stronger than what he's currently playing. He's really struggling with Chem Buggies. I actually feel like he needs to make tanks more. Like he needs to be making more tanks, and then using the tanks to. He then needs to use militants with the Talons with the tanks. So he needs to use tanks to pick off bikes, and then Talons to kill off the mutant marauders.
Yep.
Well, he hasn't used turret anywhere near enough. The turret is super good on this map, and he needs to be using it way more.
I don't like where that turret is though.
No, it's fine, but yeah, not a huge fan. Kind of just getting dominated by these marauders.
Defense
And I think this is an
missile.
issue with bringing Talon instead of Drone Swarm, because Drone Swarm is so much better against Nod. Talon is just kind of bad.
Yeah. Wow, this one's gonna actually go to Lark, I think, potentially.
I don't know. It looks like Mav's gonna get the flips. Looks like Mav just takes it. Yeah. Pretty easy
Mav
clap
boosted
from
the
Mav.
Marauder. I feel like that was a mistake, but still takes it.
And Mav wins.
All right. I feel like this might be a change of pace for Yin, maybe.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we see Yin bringing it home here. So Yin is playing the same deck but with Banshee instead of Inferno now, which I think is an odd choice.
He's got Fanatics and Scavengers.
Yeah, it's exactly. Oh yeah, sorry, the Fanatics as well. I didn't see those.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's very interesting.
Switching it up. I actually don't like this. I don't think that it's good to be switching it up so much. I feel like this is almost a desperation attempt, but we'll see what happens here. Chem Buggy is going to be very effective against both his infantry options.
He's also. It's actually, in fact, just basically like a. This is just a not. It's just Fanatic aggro with the militants replaced by Fanatic. Sorry, with the lasers replaced by Scavengers.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually think this is a pretty good choice of deck.
It's a good deck, but I don't know. I'm not feeling the...
Fanatics gives you good outs.
What's the Harvester doing?
Yeah, I think he mislooked his Harvester. Fanatics gives you good outs to Marauders, because Fanatics actually kill them quickly enough.
Okay, so as expected, I don't think Yin's in the zone, and this is a desperation attempt. Here comes the next missile. The first missile, I should say. All three pads, Mav Mitchell. Doesn't even get... Yin doesn't even get one unit on the pad. Yeah. Not looking too good for Yin here.
Yeah, I think Yin... I don't know if Yin's lagging here, but his player's a little off.
When you're switching deck, like there's one thing to switch decks to, like, you know what Alark did to to not be so predictable, but I feel like this switching of decks is like a desperation ploy to be like trying to find something that can work and break, like get a win in. Unfortunately, it's not looking very good for Yin at the moment. His Harvester goes down. Next missile about to go down.
Yeah, Yin is in bad shape here. He's not going to take any of the middle. Oh, here comes the Seth. But Mav is ready to block it.
The flavor?
And that's game. Mav takes it.
Yeah. Poor Yun. Alright. Good job, Mav.
We've got Oksana Mirror. I feel like SRPSS is 2-2, and I'm pretty sure he's won both the games he's played Borka and lost both the games he hasn't.
Yeah. Looking for
why isn't he just bringing Borka, you know? Like, why doesn't he just play Borka? The SRPSS is playing exactly the same deck Yin just played.
Yeah.
And Nick Cool is playing Giga. Oh, wow. I heavily favor Nick Cool on this one. I think Giga on this map is so strong, and SRPSS only has Banshee to answer it.
Both players playing Fanatics and Scavengers.
Yeah.
And opening up with War Factory. This bike is hunting the wheels, and the first Scavenger comes out for SRPSS. Fanatic in response to the Scavenger. And
down go the wheels. Does get 10 for it though, so not too bad.
Yep. And here's some boosts going down.
SRPSS taking an early Tiberium lead with these Scavengers.
Yeah. I think it's just like whoever gets the first Scavenger and gets rolling first is probably in a better position.
If you can get the Fanatic Scavenger combo, it's really good for sure. Because you want your Fanatics to die and then you get paid. This Giga Cannon is, I like Giga Cannon. I think this is bad timing for a Giga. Like, he needs to have more units to block for it.
There's nothing to protect it. SRPSS takes it down and in position to take this missile. That's the first missile for SRPSS.
I think Nick actually should have got the Giga out earlier, and then block. Like, we should have. If you're playing a Giga deck, you want to preserve your first few units. You don't want to take engagements. You want to just preserve your units so that when you get the Giga out, you have an army in front of it.
Another Giga.
I don't like how Nick Cool is playing this deck. I really think you need to preserve your units. And if you don't play it like other decks, you don't go for trades.
Hunted down.
It's gonna get slaughtered.
One more shot. Yeah. Goes down. And the tank's still not dead. Oh, this is so bad for Nick. He's gonna get a lot of shots on the Harv too. Alright, Harv is less than half.
This Giga has to win the game. This Giga has to win the game for Nick, or he's just done, I think. Like, he hasn't got time.
Next missile's going down. Nick's not in position on the top pad.
He manages to sneak on though.
Get on the top pad.
Does the Giga clean up bottom in time? It doesn't.
He's not on the middle pad.
SRPSS takes it. This is the closest. Yeah. This is like easily the closest finals we've had. Yep.
It's less of a domination for sure.
Like, SRPSS has kind of dominated the previous finals both times. This one is insanely close. We got 2 4-2s and 2 3-2s. No offense to you.
Who did I bet on that game?
So that was an SRPSS on the right win.
Oh, I've won! Yay! Oh ho!
I don't see Flintstock in the winners, which means he didn't bet, I assume. Mav versus SRPSS. SRPSS with Liang, GDI. Mav with Oksana, Nod.
Ooh, Liang. I wonder if this is going to be APC or Borka or what.
3, 2.
Open water, so I think maybe Borka. It is Borka. Oh wow, it's his no infantry deck. This is such a weird deck. I've seen this a couple of times from SRPSS. This is actually, I think, one of the most interesting Shatterer decks I've seen. It basically relies heavily on grouping up your units and Liang droning them. And it just doesn't play infantry because Liang drone is way better with War Factory. And like I say, it's just one of the most interesting decks I've seen from SRPSS. I don't know if it's good yet. It was definitely bad when the Shatterer was trash, but the Shatterer got this huge buff, so it's actually not garbage anymore.
Yeah, it's not trash. It's better, but is it good enough? We'll see. And
Mav is playing Mutant Marauders, and SRPSS has no infantry, but he does have the Borka, which is a great answer to the beef. So,
I mean, Shatterers do all right against the Marauders as well.
They do, yeah. They actually beat them pretty handily.
Here comes a boosted bike, and here comes the missile as well. So far, SRPSS is not in position for this one.
Kind of dominated, yeah.
Mav even pulls the Har for a third pad. Takes it.
Pretty dominant position from Mav there.
Yeah. I love maps that the the pad closest to your base has a tip patch, and you can just do that. Not too many players remember to do that, and Mav did, so good on him. Now we haven't seen a single Borka come out yet, so
it's difficult for SRPSS to save up for the Borka because he doesn't have the cheap efficient units like missile troopers and riflemen.
There's a second shatter, so there's 2 shatters, 2 tanks, 2 marauders. Oh wow, this marauder just got decimated.
Yeah, I think maybe Mav was not expecting that. I don't think Mav knows how that matchup goes. I don't think he was expecting to get utterly destroyed by that shatterer.
Here comes the next missile.
Yeah,
so
Mav.
far, SRPSS has all those pads.
Mav got punished for not knowing how that matchup goes because he basically threw his army in there expecting to win easily, and he just got destroyed.
Yeah. A third shatter? Wait, no. Oh, one of
He
them
lost
died.
one.
Never
Yeah, he
mind.
lost one.
I thought there was 3 shatters on the board. Okay, so maintaining this sort of double tank, double shatterer combo, and here comes a third tank.
I gotta say, the Shatterer Predator combo with no air unit for Mav is gonna be really hard for Mav to break.
You know what else would work actually would be MLRS as well with the Shatterer.
Yeah, maybe.
Which actually might be potentially better on maps where the pads are connected like this.
Yeah,
anyways,
I
here
could see
comes the
that.
Borka. Woo! This is gonna own.
This is
Tech
gonna
switch.
destroy all of SRPSS's units if he's not careful. He just throws it away. He just lets it die because he's gonna lose it. And wow, SRPSS just dominates from this point on.
Borka.
Crazy.
SRPSS takes the missile and the victory.
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw that coming after the first missile. That first missile was so dominant for Mav, and then he threw his whole army in and got utterly wrecked.
Now push it up to 1,000.
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, another nod mirror.
Open prairies. Woo! Seeing a lot of Scavenger Inferno.
Yeah, a lot of Scavenger Inferno. We're seeing a lot of Scavenger because I think people are just replacing lasers with Scavenger, basically. The
And we
Scavenger's
haven't
just
even
better.
seen one artillery yet. So it seems like Inferno might be the more popular unit at the moment, like the flavor of the month or week or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how many Inferno we're seeing. I was not aware that people thought Inferno was that good now. I don't feel like the Infernos have been that good, honestly. They've been okay. They haven't been that much better than Inferno always would have been.
Interesting. Alark is making money, but he's not in position to win this missile.
Yeah, he's made like loads of Scavengers, and he didn't really want Scavengers.
Yeah.
So although he made bank off of them, it didn't really matter because he's going to lose the missile.
I think it's okay. He is going to get the first Inferno out. If he can get value from this, he could come back.
Bomb's a wheel squad. That's not a great value trade.
Well, not, and he wasn't near it with the Scavenger, right? So he didn't get the extra Tiberium. Here comes Inferno, bombs and militant.
Hits the tank as well.
Oh, it does hit the tank too, yeah.
So many
awesome.
doubles, man. Like people are not. It feels like everyone's forgotten how to play against Infernos. People keep being doubled by them.
I don't want to discredit the player skill, but I feel like a lot of the doubles have been accidental.
Yeah, but you shouldn't put yourself in a position where you can get hit by 2 Inferno.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but it is okay. Sometimes you can't help your, like when you're fighting for missiles and stuff.
I mean, look at that.
Wow,
Alaric just parked his unit in front of his other unit.
No!
Like 1 tile away from the base spawn. Like that's just a misplay against Infernos. That's just bad play.
Correct. I agree. Wow.
And there you go. Yin takes his first win.
I feel like
I gotta say, a lot of people are losing a lot of points on that one.
yeah, I lost points. This is going to be interesting. Both players pick Nod.
Yep, both players playing Oksana. I'm surprised to see not that much Borka from SRPSS. I think SRPSS has won 3. He's got 4 wins now, right?
Most of his wins have come from the Borka, right?
Two from Borka, and then maybe 3 from Borka. But like, I think if not all of his wins, then almost all of his wins have been with GDI.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised to see that he's not
awkward.
bringing more GDI.
Do you see how both players didn't seem, you know, like eager to charge the pads?
Yeah.
And they're both playing aggro. That's a little bit weird, but yeah, that's what happens. So SRPSS has Fanatics, but and Scavengers, but Alark does not have Scavengers.
Yeah, Alark's back on his Fanatic aggro deck, his favorite deck.
Okay, Bike is gonna go down to a Fanatic, but the Scavenger. See, do you see how that Scavenger didn't collect the bounty from that?
Yep.
That's kind of what I was trying to talk about. You can push the unit back. Here comes the next missile. I mean, the first missile, I should say. Wow, Tank takes out the wheel, but Alark sneaks onto the pad. Scavenger takes it out. Wow, Scavengers do a lot of damage.
Yeah, Scavengers is better than lasers.
Like, that was much more than a laser hit, for sure. Alright, so SRPSS takes the first missile, and he's going right on that Harv. Boost the tank. I'm not sure why. What's he trying to do here?
He gets the Harvester kill, I guess.
I guess he was hedging his bets, making sure that it happens.
I'll tell you what unit we have seen a lot of, and that's Fanatics.
Yeah. I think Fanatics are definitely more of a... They're a hard unit to use really well. Because you have to have them in the right position, and they're so fragile, they can't be out of position, you know?
But they are super powerful. This is looking really good for SRPSS.
Yeah,
I don't see Alarak.
really
I don't see Alarak getting back in this game.
Yeah.
This is one of the issues with Alarak's deck. He has no air, so if his opponent just needs to make walls of good ground units.
This is a position where Phantom is worse than Banshee.
We go on Sandbar. Alright, Nick will back on Jackson and Mav Mitchell on Not Again.
I think that this is going to be
Borka, right?
Borka.
It'll be the same deck he played on Open Water against Yin. Yep.
Yeah.
And Mav is on Beef Wall again. I would favor heavily the Borka deck over Beef Wall. That is one of the biggest weaknesses of the Beef Wall deck is the Borka.
Yeah. I mean, even Talons are pretty good against Marauders too.
Yeah, Talons are okay, but they're kind of whatever because they dodge the bikes too quickly. But Borka is like, you need to set up a wall of Marauder plus Chem Buggy, and that's 120 cost of units that get swept away by a Borka.
Mm-hmm. I just hate these rifle starts, man.
Why?
I don't know. I just find them tedious and boring. I don't know.
I played a lot of beta where rifle start was traditional, so I've been brought up on it, I guess you could say. Like, for me, it's how Rivals is supposed to begin. Mav is just dominating this first missile. Holy crap!
Yeah, Mav takes it. I think Nick Cool is comfortable with this. You know, he notice how he didn't overcommit to that missile.
Yeah, he knew he'd lost it.
He's playing the long game. He's gonna try and save up and get to that Borka and get value from it.
I think the reason Nick Cool lost that first missile so badly was that he went triple building. Like, you need to play 2 buildings on the first missile a lot of the time. Going triple building, unless the missile is long. Like, if you get a long missile, like a 1 minute 20 first missile, you can go triple building. But I mean, if it fires at like 1 minute, you don't have time to unlock all your buildings.
If there's a long enough missile, you can actually get Borka on the first one.
Well, that's why as GDI I recommend stalling the missile, because GDI wants to get the third missile.
Borka. Speaking of Borka,
this is the big comeback unit. This is the one that can bring Nick Cool back into the game. If he can Borka successfully. He lost
Harvester though. That means Mav has extra income to potentially replace any lost units to the Borka. Loses a Chem Buggy.
Losing this Borka is going to hurt. Losing this Borka is going to hurt Nick Cool too much. I think he's going to lose to these Chem Buggies now. This Borka needed to be closer to the missile firing.
Still alive. Mav is gonna take it potentially.
Oh, it's so close. Oh, the Banshee gets that as well. Make units, Nick. Make units.
Spamming units. He gets onto the pads.
But he's in such bad shape. He has bad matchups on both pads. I think he's done. He needs Borka, but he hasn't got the money. Wait, maybe if this bike squadron doesn't arrive in time. Oh, he does in time for the missile!
God.
Wow. Huge comeback from Nick Cool.
Okay,
huge comeback.
So I think, although Nick got that, I think Nick really needs to go and finish off that harvester that he worked on.
Well, this gives Nick so much more time. As the natural Tiberium ramps up, Nick is favored because it means he's more likely to be able to get out Borkas. So the more time it takes for the game to end, the better it gets for Nick Cool.
I don't like this boost from the buggy.
Like, look at this. He now has money to make him boost a Borka. And look at how quickly his Tiberium goes up. Like, he's almost got enough for another Borka. Like, if this Borka now dies, he could immediately replace it, which is so different to last time, where he just could not afford a new Borka. So I think that just the natural Tiberium ramp of the game is going to massively favor Nick Cool here. Yeah, here comes another Borka. And Mav is in so much trouble against these Borkas. I don't like these
boosted buggies for Mav. I mean,
no, I agree.
That's a second bad boost. I would argue.
But having said that, I think Mav's play with the buggies has been really good, and Mav has been stopping Nick getting missiles onto the pads, which he needs to do to fight the Banshees.
The buggy's AFK on the bottom pad. It's moving back. Talon just needs to block the Banshee from getting.
Wow, Nick takes it. Jesus. And like I said, I think the game massively favors Nick Cool as if we get into third missile, Nick Cool is so favored.
For sure.
Mav needed to win the first two, and he almost took it, man. It was so close. I can't believe he lost that.
It was pretty. Honestly, I think Mav should have taken it.
Right, here we go. Nick Cool versus Nick Cool versus Alarak. If Nick Cool wins this, then SRPSS needs to win his. If he loses it, then SRPSS also still needs to win his, but at least is guaranteed at least a tiebreaker.
I will say this, Nick Cool is definitely, if there is at all a sort of emote award, even if it's an honorary one, Nick Cool wins that.
Nick Cool does definitely win the emote award.
I don't think, have we seen a single emote from anyone else? I don't think we have.
I don't know if anyone else even has emotes. I think Nick Cool's the only whale in the finals.
Man, emotes feels bad, man. Or maybe they do and they just want to concentrate more. We'll see. So Nick Cool has scavengers. I think this might favor Nick Cool if he can get lots of tip from them. Here comes the first missile. Nick is on 2 pads.
I don't know what Nick is doing.
Now
I don't know what he's doing. He just
1 pad.
Huge missile
takes it.
Yeah, the bike missiles fired and only killed 2 wheels.
So,
bike missiles are super buggy. I don't know why Nick Cool moved his missiles down when he had them on the top pad against the wheels. He would have won that matchup anyway.
I think what happens is people are playing scavengers. They become fixated on getting the value from them.
I think people overrate the scavenger a little bit too much.
This Inferno is going to take out this Fanatic. No boost for the incoming bike. Backs up the Inferno to safety. And here comes another kill for the Inferno. Phantom coming down. Not going to be happy when this S-Tank reads it. Nick Cool has all 3 pads. This is going to be a missile for Nick Cool here. Yeah. This Inferno has gotten 4 kills, 5 kills. I've lost count.
Kind of insane. People are just not playing well against Inferno today.
I agree. I mean, this Inferno's gonna get another kill here. Boom. Is that the 6th kill? I've lost
Something
count.
ridiculous like that.
I mean, at this point, I would just let it die. It's like a pop cap liability. Does go down. Okay, good. Replace with a fresh Inferno. That's good. Phantom comes out. It's boosted. The Inferno was boosted as well, but wasn't able to run away. Phantoms have that EMP attack, right?
Yeah.
All right, and Nick Cole's in prime position to take this next missile potentially. He blocks the Fnatic getting on the pad. Is he gonna block? Doesn't block. Comes down. Another
blocking.
Phantom gonna
Is
take
he gonna kill him
out.
in time? He does just about. Here comes the flip, maybe. Oh no! He suicides! He suicides the Phantom! Oh my god! And now he's walked into the fire. Oh, this is the biggest throw of all time. Oh my god, Alarak. Dude, biggest throw.
That was a bit of a throw.
No, that was the most colossal throw.
Kind of,
that was an outrageous level throw.
Like, Nick could have blocked the Fanatics from ever getting on the pad on the bottom.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that was crazy, man.
All right. SRPSS and Yin. Yin's pick Seth.
Alright, here we go. Yin versus SRPSS.
I do like Seth on 3-pad maps.
Yeah, I agree. I like Seth a lot. I actually prefer Yin's deck. I like Beefwall on this deck, and I like Seth on this map. And I don't think SRPSS has a great answer to Beefwall. Fanatics are decent, but not amazing.
I am going to have to say if Scavenger gets a ton of value, it may not matter though. We'll see.
SRPSS doesn't have a huge amount of things he can use to generate. He can use the money on. I guess he'll just spam expensive units, but we'll see.
What I was trying to say earlier is that it's just spamming a lot of sort of mid-range-ish type of T2 units. It actually seems to be more effective than playing most tech units with scavengers.
Sure. I'd like to say that in response to what you were saying about how to play around scavengers, I think any scenario where you're able to play around scavengers successfully is one where you're simply significantly better than your opponent.
Yeah.
Wow, so SRPSS pretty good on this first missile, but he doesn't notice the Seth. He doesn't notice the Seth, but he does take the top right, so it's okay.
Oh wow. Yeah. That could have turned around.
Bit of a throw from both players. Like, SRPSS should have noticed and blocked, and Yin should have noticed and blocked as well. So I think both players should have blocked their respective pads, and it should have ended up with Yin taking the missile. I think.
Right. Yin would have taken that if...
Oh, sorry, I guess SRPSS would have taken it if they both blocked, because SRPSS had the bottom.
With enough time, Yin would have taken it. But yeah, SRPSS didn't block, for sure. These Marauders aren't really getting much value, honestly.
No, the Marauders have been very poor so far. They're just getting eaten by Fanatics. Fanatics have insane damage. It's also like Yin needs to set up on the middle for Beefwall to be a good deck. Like, he's struggling with the movement around these rocks. He needs to be set up in position in the middle and then have the Chuggy ready to go back and forth through. But instead, he's never able to set up in the middle, which is what he needs. Now he finally gets there. This might be... Like, once he gets this position, it's so much easier for him to do what he wants to do. You can see, like, the tank goes down quickly, the Fanatics go down quickly. Yeah. Once he gets into this position, he's a lot better off.
I think he's going to get the top hat with the drop pod. Yep.
Alright, nice missile for Yin. Yeah, once Yin gets set up in the middle, he's so much more heavily favored to take the middle.
The issue is he's not set up anymore in the middle, so...
Yeah.
Now he has to fight for it back, sort of.
Yeah, Yin needs to... If Yin can set up as the missile's about to fire, he'll win. If SRPSS is in the middle, basically whoever controls the middle is going to be favored in this game, I think.
That Harvester is really low. The S-Tank, I think, is going to go for that snipe kill.
Yeah, looks like it.
Takes it out.
He doesn't need the money. Neither player needs the money. So actually, Yin's probably quite happy just not to rebuild it. He has over 200 Tiberium.
I think he doesn't rebuild it here. And
yeah, I agree. Like, and I think it hurts him. I think it actually helps him a lot because he gets more pop cap.
He's not doing it. I think, what do you do here if you're SRPSS? Do you put the Harvester on the pad? I mean, that's a long way to walk down to the Tiberium.
I think this might... Well, this is going to be... Is this Stealth Tank die? It does. New one comes in. Is it going to kill it? I don't know if it kills the Scorpion.
No, it's not going to kill it. It's too much HP.
You were wrong.
Oh, it does take it out. Wow.
SRPSS just can't take this middle pad. These defensive flamers are too much. Everyone's fighting over this top right, but
this is gonna be close.
oh my god, this looks like Yin's gonna win.
He does delay the missile.
Oh, and he sends Stealth Tank middle. I think this is it. I think Yin takes it.
Yin takes it.
Oh my god, Yin wins, and that means
all those points.
Nick Cool wins the Coliseum.
And those points. Wait,
and yeah.
He does for real?
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
Wait, yeah, because SRPSS was 5-2,
yeah.
right?
SRPSS goes to 5-3. Yin goes to 2-6. Nick Cool is 6-2. Nick Cool wins.
Wow, so Yin basically cock-blocked SRPSS final.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's like, well, I didn't win. I was last place, but at least I stopped the winner of the Coliseum back-to-back from winning again.
All right, congratulations, Nick Cool. You are the winner. Kind of a shipping logistics nightmare for me, but you know, we'll sort it out.
Yeah. Well, congrats to Nicholas. And actually, I mean, Yin didn't win a lot of games, but taking a game off SRPSS, I feel like that deserves 2 wins.
Yeah, like taking the game off SRPSS was huge and actually decided the winner of the Coliseum. So yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. All right, SRPSS no longer the only champion of the actual proper finals. Nick Cool takes one as well. Congratulations, Nick Cool. Thank you everyone for participating. And yeah, that'll do. I think we're gonna end the stream here. It's quite late already.